Hi guys, first up we have some exciting internal news. Earlier this month, Eleos Compliance obtained our BCorp pending status. For any of you not familiar with the BCorp scheme, this is an accreditation for businesses considered to be meeting the highest standards from an environmentally responsible and societally beneficial perspective. Since we've been in operation for less than a year, we can't start our formal accreditation process until later. However, we're really happy to be able to formally demonstrate our commitment to being a progressive business.
Operating as sustainably as possible and having a positive impact on the world through our corporate philanthropy program were two of our founding principles. However, we wanted to go beyond that and really ensure that we were setting ourselves up in a manner that meant that we were fully considering our impact in every respect. Going through the BCorp process, even on a preliminary basis, has been a great experience, giving us some new ideas and helping us to establish our business with the best practices embedded right from the beginning.
So we've got some work cut out for us over the next 12 months to ensure that we live up to the challenge we've set ourselves. But we're looking forward to sharing our journey to becoming a fully fledged B Corp within the next 12 months.
Now on to the updates for this month, and you'll be pleased to know that things have been a little quieter.
First up, in the EMEA region. As part of stricter enforcement of existing type approval regulations, ESCOM, Eswatini, or formerly Swaziland's Communications Commission, have introduced local test requirements for all wireless WAN mobile terminal devices, including smartphones, tablets, and mobile computers. One as-sold sample will be required for such equipment. The requirement itself was actually introduced in the Electronic Communication Regulations of 2016, however, have not previously been enforced in practice. Eleos Compliance have confirmed with ESCOM that no further changes have been made to the existing type approval regulations.
In Saudi Arabia, the deadline has now passed for the issuance of SASO certificates of conformity for all equipments falling under technical regulations for telecommunication devices. Such equipment must now be registered using the Sabre online platform, and both product certification and shipment certificate must be obtained.
Also, the Eurasian Intergovernmental Council's decision number 10, published on October 25, 2019, has now been signed by all 5 member states of the Eurasian Customs Union. This decision provides some long-awaited clarification as to who can be considered a local approval holder for purposes within the Customs Union, which was previously open to interpretation by the CBs, with therefore some variable practices being followed. The document states that a local holder must be a company registered within the Eurasian Customs Union that carries out activities on behalf of the manufacturer during release of products for circulation in the territory of EAEU, and who bears responsibility for non-compliance of products with the requirements of the EAEU technical regulations. To be in compliance with this decision, therefore, your local holder for EAEU approvals should be your local importer.
Additionally, from the Eurasian Customs Union, Technical Regulation CU 48/2019 on the requirements for the energy efficiency of energy-consuming devices will come into effect from September 2021. The regulation defines the scope, purpose, and rules for identifying equipment, conditions for commercialization, requirements for the energy efficiency of devices, conformity assessment criteria, and the use of the EAC mark and energy efficiency specific labeling requirements. The regulation also provides a breakdown of the equipment within the scope of COC or DOC requirements for energy efficiency. You can find a link to the regulation in the list attached to this video.
From the APAC region, the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, MCMC's final report on allocation of spectrum bands for mobile broadband service in Malaysia has identified the following bands for a rollout of 5G, which are 700 MHz, 3.4 to 3.6 GHz, 24.9 to 28.1 GHz. The existing allocation of frequency bands for 4G technology will be maintained for now and will be reviewed by MCMC in 2021.
Also, as a minor note, please be aware that as of January 1st this year, energy efficiency labeling is now mandatory for laptop computers in Vietnam.
And from the LATAM region, we just have a reminder for Peru for manufacturers of cell phone products approved ahead of the change to requirements wrought by Decree number 19, 2019, that you now have only until the 5th of April to update your approvals. For new applications for products using cellular technologies operating above 2.2 gigahertz with an output power level greater than 50 milliwatts, SAR reports plus a GSMA TAC letter must be included in the type approval application. The GSMA TAC letter facilitates the automatic registration of the products in the new RENTSEG database, the National Registry of Mobile Terminal Equipment for Security, intended to prevent uncertified or stolen equipment from accessing mobile networks in Peru.
And finally, some general technology news. The Wi-Fi Alliance have introduced the new terminology Wi-Fi 6E for equipment operating in the 6 GHz frequency band. Unlicensed spectrum is expected to be made available around the world for Wi-Fi 6E, utilizing up to 14 additional 80 MHz channels or 7 additional 160 MHz channels in 6 GHz. While the global development of the regulation for Wi-Fi 6E is slow at present, Eleos anticipate that Wi-Fi 6E will quickly gain traction following the announcement of key countries allowing this unlicensed spectrum to be used for Wi-Fi.
If you have any questions about any of these updates or would like us to look into anything for you in detail, please do get in touch.